Hi, this is Megan with Beadaholique, and today I'm going to show you how to stretch out silk cord. And before you use silk cord in a project, you do need to stretch it, or else your project might lose its tension and lose its shape as the cord stretches naturally. It also will help get the kinks out of the cord if you're going to use it in a way that lets the cord hang naturally. You open it up. I'm using Griffin silk for this. And the way that the Griffin silk comes is with this little built-in needle. And you can see that when you let it go, it's got kinks in it. So it will straighten out the cord, and it will also stretch it out so that it's ready to be used. And what you'll need to use is a hanger, just a regular clothes hanger, and some water, and something to weight the thread or weigh the cord down. So I'm going to use a butter knife, and the ones I have are kind of flimsy, so I'm gonna go ahead and use 2 just to give it a good solid weight. But anything that you have that you think you could hang there overnight would work. Okay, so what we need to do is get the silk cord wet. So just put it in some water and kind of wring it out a little bit. Make sure it is saturated, but it doesn't need to be dripping. So, okay. And then take the end and tie it onto a butter knife or anything else that you want to use to weigh it down. And the very tip here is not going to get stretched out, so just be aware that whatever it is that you're tying around the weight, that won't be what you want to use later when you're done with it. You'll just want to cut it off. Tie it securely so that what you're using to weigh it down doesn't slip out. It's going to be hanging there for a while. Go ahead and tie the other end of your cord onto a hanger. And once again, you're not going to be able to use this piece, so you're not going to be able to use that handy little built-in needle. You can just go ahead and use any other big eye needle just as easily though. All right, and once you have that tied up, just hang your hanger over the edge of a door or on a hook or even up in the closet. The only thing you want to keep in mind is that whatever you're using to weigh it down doesn't touch the floor. And you're going to leave it overnight to dry all the way through so that the weight will gradually pull the wet silk, and as it dries it will get nice and stretched out. So when you come back to your silk string in the morning after it's hung overnight and it's all nice and dry, when you take the tension out, you'll see that all the kinks are gone. And also it will be hanging lower than it was, so make sure that you do leave yourself enough room, that you hang it high enough, that you leave yourself enough room for it to stretch and still not be touching the ground. And what you'll do is just snip it off at the ends where it's tied on. And then your length that you have left is all stretched out and nice and smooth and ready to use.